We talk a lot on Oklahoma Gardening about making compost, but a lot of you may not be up for the chore of physically turning a compost pile with a shovel or with a spading fork. A lot of us have weak backs and really don't want to have to work that hard to make compost. Well, Mr. Joe Messler of Tulsa has come up with an adaptation of an idea that you may have seen pictured in some garden catalogs. He's made out of scrap materials a tumbler type compost maker. You might recognize what this is, or you may not, but it is the tub out of a dryer, a clothes dryer. And when the dryer was sitting down and boxed in with metal, here's where the door was, and the clothes were shoved in there. And you can see that it'd be ideal for tumbling compost because the inside is porcelainized, and it has baffles that were originally used for turning the clothes in the dryer. But now it's great for turning the compost. What Mr. Messler did was he closed this off with the lid from an old can that was used for some pool chemicals, and then he took the frame from an old lawn chair and put rollers on it at this side where there was a rod going through. Back over here, he just put in a block of wood and some casters, and you can close the lid. Normally you'd put wing nuts on this right here, and then you can just roll it around every day or so, turn it around on the frame, and that will help mix the compost. Now for his compost, he uses leaves and also a mixture of chopped up flowers from his garden. He puts in a cup of ammonium nitrate and also a can of beer to get the microbial action started. If you don't have that handy, of course you can use a shovel full of garden soil and maybe some manure for your nitrogen source. But either way, this is a very quick, easy method for making compost. And in warm weather, he can have a batch of compost going every 2 weeks. One last thing I want to point out is down below the frame, he has a tub to catch the compost. You can roll this around, open the trap door, catch it, and haul your compost away to put in the garden. We like to be frugal gardeners here in Oklahoma Gardening. We hope you'll try an idea like this, maybe use it as a fundraiser for your Boy Scout troop or 4-H group. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next week on Oklahoma Gardening.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.